How's it going, everybody? So we hit number 1 in the world today. Was a pretty hard struggle. Definitely had a lot of good games in this one. I'm going to show some games that were live and then a couple games that were also replays, just so you get the full experience. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, we got a game here against Ko. I think he doesn't play Logbait. It's like a Princess Rocket deck with the, I want to say Little Prince. Maybe not. I can't remember, to be honest, if he has LP or not. But he's probably going to go Princess the River sometime. I'm going to have my Ice Wiz ready for it at any point. Right here, get down, please. Holy cow, that reaction speed is insane. Okay, so it is Rocket Cycle. We know if he's going to be Princessing the River like that, then it definitely is going to be that. This matchup actually isn't, I don't know, it's weird. I usually do win, but it's definitely difficult. So I'm going to go Rocket like this. It's not an easy win is what I'm trying to say, but I should win if that makes sense. So I'm going to go Rocket like there. If I play perfect, I win. That's basically the better way to word it. I can't word things apparently, but we're just going to go Skeletons up high, pull that Knight on back. Oh yeah, you might be like, what the heck? Why the heck did you just Rocket on nothing? Well, it is literally Rockets versus Rocket, pretty much. And then he has the Princess, and I have the xbow. That's really the only differences, it feels like, in this type of matchup. He also has a much quicker cycle, so I'm going to have to be the one trying to win in single, if possible. I'm going to go Knight like this. Maybe I should have just let that go. Yeah, oh my gosh. Wow, he overcommitted really bad right there. I should definitely have just let that go, because now I dropped that Knight, and it was basically a complete waste. So if he goes Princess the River, which he might, I'm going to have to log. Dang, okay, so we're down a bit early. Not a good start to this game. I have to get in a cycle where I can rocket freely, and then he can't rocket me back, or if he does decide to rocket me back, I can go xbow and then actually protect it and win the game with my xbow at the river, if that makes sense. So anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and cycle my rocket on his tower again, I think. Actually, you know what? Let me go Ice Wiz the back. I feel like if I just trade rockets in single, it doesn't really do anything for me, if that makes sense. So I think I would rather just chill, and then I'm going to rocket now. He might rocket himself, but he has to defend the Ice Wiz as well. So, I mean, it's going to be at least one more elixir that he has to play. I'm going to go Tesla early because we are about to hit double, and then see what he plays on top of that. Come on. No, Ice Wiz. Oh, Ice Wiz kind of sold me right there. I can't lie. I was hoping it one-shot those skellies and then got on tower, but it's all good. Okay. This is gonna be tough. I'm not in a good spot at all, that's for sure. I'm just gonna chill here, go for the offensive bow right now. Oh my gosh, he predicted it. Okay, I like that. I like that. Looks like we've got some competition here. Just going to go log like this. He does get the Evo Skellies down in time, unfortunately for me. That's all right, though. So we're going to be in a spot where I'm pretty much going to have to get an Expo lock to win this, which is fine. I believe in my ability to do so. I'm just going to have to think about how it's going to happen. So we're going to go Skellies down low, pull that Knight in, then evolve Tesla up high to kill absolutely everything. I miss when Evo Tesla one-shotted the Spirits, by the way. I can't even lie. That was a nice time. But just going to go Rocket on top of the tower. There's the delivery from him. He's probably going to rocket me back, so we got to go Expo immediately with this. And I think this should be a decent situation for me to be in right now. So there's the Ice Spirits. I could Tornado his Knight. Yeah, okay, he did play Skellies. I was... It's an obvious play, right? So I didn't want to make the obvious play, and then he just Skellies, and it's a waste of 3 elixir, and I'm kind of in a bad cycle. But maybe I should have done it. I don't know. That was definitely risky, but I think I should have gone for it looking back on it now. This time I'm going to... Of course, bro. Like, I should have done it the first time, guys. It's okay. I'm just going to go for the Expo in the middle since he has no cannon in cycle, and then Skellies to pull that Knight, maybe? Oh my gosh, really? That's fine. He rockets. You know what? That's fine. He might Princess the River. I would not be surprised if he does. So I'm just going to have my Tesla prepared for that. Go for the rocket on his tower right now. Then have my Tesla hovered for his Princess if he does want to deploy that at the river. I'm expecting a rocket, but I might just chill here. Go for the Tesla right now. Catch that, please. Oh my gosh. I let that lock. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. That was poor. Okay, wait. That's 6 elixir. Hold up. That is not something he can really afford to do. I'll tell you why. No. Skellies, I can't get it down in time. Dude, I should have had them hovered. That's my bad. We'll go log on the Princess. That's fine. And we can just go, wow. Oh my gosh. Wait, he overcommitted bad. He did not need that cannon. Hold up. This might be my chance because he's going to rocket my tower. I think this is my chance, guys. He kind of sold here. He definitely had this game if he played a bit better. I'm just going to go Evo Tesla when he rockets and then go for the Expo right now. Perfect. Okay. That should be game. I would be very surprised if he can defend this in this situation. We'll have to see. But I'm just going to go ahead and yank this Knight out of range, and that's going to be GG. Yeah, okay. Perfect. So that was a very sloppy first game. I don't know what just really went down. I didn't really deserve to win that. Kind of made a few mistakes, but luckily he made a few mistakes as well, and we were able to capitalize. That's going to put me at plus 25 trophies. Not too bad. That's going to put me at, where at in the world? We are number 5, so not too bad. We'll keep pushing up, hopefully. Okay, found a game against OS Sandbox. Not sure what he has, but he has the regular tower, so it's probably not going to be like Graveyard or Mortar. We can rule those two out. So just going to go for the King Tower activation. I think I can grab that. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Beautiful Tornado. Okay, so I'm already playing 10 times better than I was last game because, I mean, that last game was pretty sloppy all the way through from me, to be honest. Not the greatest performance ever, but all you can do is really go to the next one and try and lock in and perform better. So I'm just going to go Ice with the back. He does have Stein, which is not really what we want to see, obviously, in any situation. I'm just going to go Knight on the Princess. Wow, that is very, very aggressive. I'm actually... Do I win here? Let's think about this. I am going to go xbow here with the Ice Wiz. Maybe I should have waited a second with that. I should have waited, bro. I should have waited. Oh my gosh, I would have won the game. What am I doing, bro? Holy cow. Okay, I actually had the game right there, and I just threw it away. Dang, that was so bad. Okay, so I'll tell you why I had the game. So basically, he had only 3.5 to 4, maybe 5 elixir at max. He had nothing in cycle except for the cannon. He didn't have Stein, didn't have Dart Goblin. I mean, he couldn't have done anything to that xbow. So all I had to do is wait for the xbow, and then go for my, wait for the Ice Wiz to walk forward, then go for my xbow right at the river, and I could have easily protected everything and won the game. So yeah, that's my bad. Also, if you can hear my brother screaming in the background, yeah, there's a football game going on, and yeah, so that's why. But anyways, that's going to be a decent log right there, and I'll cycle my Knight in the back. I'm so mad at myself that I didn't get that expo lock. I can't even lie to you guys, but it's all good. I'm just playing so mid right now. It's frustrating, but I'm just going to go Ice Wiz like this right here. At least I know that I'm messing up. I guess that's one way to put it, but I'm going to go Skellies like this. He's probably going to pop the ability. Let me think about this. There's the ability from him. Man, that Dark one is invincible. Ice Wiz is going to splash that. It's going to survive. Oh my gosh, is that a joke? We'll go Tesla up high. It's going to be super duper annoying, but... I mean, I'm going to go Expo with this, and now he's probably going to Princess or something to just snipe it, and then I can just reset here. He's going to go for the Princess in the middle. That's fine. I can go Knight to tank. Okay, he does kind of waste that cannon into the Tesla, but once again, I can't really get damage. Okay, we're going to Tornado like this. I'm trying to figure out how and which ways I can, like, try and break through here. That's a really good Evo Tesla. Hold on, maybe that could be something that's good for me in this, this upcoming push. He's probably going to log, though, and just reset. He's gonna Ice Spirit. Okay, so he's probably gonna Princess or something, predict my Expo again. I'm gonna go Expo right now, and then that's fine if he does Princess. Okay, that's fine. I can just Tornado if he goes for anything. Perfect. Lock on tower, please, please, please. Yes. Oh my gosh, let's go. Evo Dark Goblin. Yep, perfect. Let's go. Oh, bro, Evo Tesla is so clutch in situations like that. And a lot of people ask why I run the Evo Tesla over the Skellies. That's a perfect example of why you would in general, because look at that. You're never winning that game. Or I'm never getting that lock right there if I don't have the Evo Tesla in cycle. He's going to get back around to Stein and be chilling. But that Tornado with the Evo Tesla combination is so dirty. Good win right there. Okay, so we're facing Kyrie Irving right here, the basketball player. Didn't really know he was rocking Clash Royale like that, but he's going to go for the bats in the back first play. I think this guy plays Mega Knight with the Wallbreakers Archer Queen Prince version, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to go log since those Skellies actually will survive on the left-hand lane to take out that Wallbreaker. Pretty weird interaction to start the game, but we'll take it. I'm going to go Knight on top of the Miner, and then he might Prince the opposite lane. If he does... I'm cooked. But yeah, realistically, I just have to go like Ice Wiz Tesla, and then I don't even know Skellies, I guess, which would be such an overcommit, but it is what it is. Anyways, let me lock in and stop yapping. So he's playing MK of kind of an odd deck. You don't really see this deck very much played anymore. Definitely an older deck, if that makes sense, but gonna go Skellies like this. That Ice Wiz actually should come all the way back and help me. Dude, Ice Wizard, you're the GOAT. Wait, okay, it left me now, but that was pretty insane. I think we could low-key win the game right here if I just go Expo with this Knight. I'm gonna go now. I should have waited, he has Queen. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm so mad. I'm actually gonna get mad at myself, like, on video because, bro, I'm not using my brain. Like, I know what they're going to do. This has been 3, I think, yeah, basically, or 2 games in a row, 2.5 games. The first one I could have got it locked to a lot earlier, too, if I was more patient. But it's been 2 games in a row where I'm just being an idiot. I have a perfect Expo lock. I got it all lined up. I made a good defense into a perfect counter push, and I just completely let my Expo lock, like, just go for no reason. I mean, that was just dumb. And it was just not good. So it's not often you see me, like, diss myself, but bro, what am I doing? I'm gonna go log on top of that Miner like that, and then try and just reset right here. Kind of an awkward cycle. We'll just go ahead and set up our regular Tesla, get around to our evolution for the next one, and try and play good for the rest of this game, please. So he's gonna go Bandit in the back. That's all good. I can't really play anything on that. If I go Knight, I don't really want to go Knight, but I kind of have to. in the back right here, then he's probably going to go Prince MK the River, and it's going to be a tough defense. So I'm going to go for the xbow early. He probably will go MK, so we're going to already prepare for it, you know, in advance. That's really what you have to do in this matchup. You have to always be prepared for what they're about to drop on the map. So then Evo Knight, bro, Evo Knight is so clutch. We're going to go log like that. Man, that's just... Wow, Evo Knight, you're goated. I'm going to go for the Skellies on top of the Queen, force out his ability, and then we can just once again go for the Knight. Kind of a wasted minor by him. I guess, I mean, he was trying to tank for the Queen, but it was pretty obvious that I was going to Knight on top of that. So I'm actually going to go xbow on this left-hand side because he has no MK in cycle yet. Lock on tower, please. No, he does get... Oh, I think we still lock. Low-key, yeah, we do lock on tower. I'm going to let that bandit connect on my tower. Actually, I know he's going to zap. It's fine. We want to commit to this fully. This being the xbow, by the way, is what I mean. But I'm just going to go Skellies like that, then go Knight up high, and then we have another xbow on 0 in the middle of the map here. He is going to go Archer Queen, so we're going to be prepared for that with our Tornado in a few seconds. There's the Queen. We can pull that back all the way. He's going to pop the ability, and that should be basically game. Let's go for the Ice Whiz as well right now. Oh, that actually catches the bandit as well, and that should basically be game. He Evo Bats, but he can't even defend that in time because I can just rock it if he does zap, and that's going to be game. Perfect gameplay at the end right there. Finally, I played the game decently well after a pretty sloppy last couple games, but it's going to be a plus 29 trophies, put us at, what, 4th in the world? Not too bad, I guess. Okay, so I wanted to show these two replays that got me to number 1. This one was a couple games before, and then the next one that I'm going to show was the game that actually got me all the way to number 1. Both are really good games and pretty much perfect, I would say, on how you're supposed to play against two specific archetypes that are a little bit difficult to play against. So I cycled my Knight in the back. This guy has Knight. Yeah, hear me out. Knight, 3 spells, P.E.K.K.A, and LP. So the chance of me getting xbow connection is almost slim to none. You might be like, what do you mean? You just played next one on the map. So this, I believe, is the only time I actually went for an offensive xbow this entire game. There's basically no way that I was going to get a lock in this game. So as soon as this happened, like the first push, I was like, okay, there's just, it's pretty obvious to me after that push. That we're not connecting on tower because he's got Knight, P.E.K.K.A, bar, barrel, zap. I mean, you're just not breaking through that. Let's be honest with ourselves. At least he didn't have Evo Knight this time. Last time I faced him, he did actually have Evolution Knight as well, which was absolutely absurd. But yeah, anyways, I just went for the Tesla at the river. I was trying to be a bit patient. I had a feeling that, or I knew. Oh yeah, I did go for an xbow. This was the play. This was a little bit ago now, so I don't remember exactly what happens. But I was trying to be super aggressive in single because I had, I think, lost just a long game. If you don't play a perfect defense in this matchup, then you do lose. So that's what I was trying to do. I was just like trying to lock in and get as much damage as I could. So I went for the Knight the river. I knew he couldn't get anything down to kill my Knight, so I'd get at least 1 to 2 hits. I think I got the second hit just barely. And when I got the second hits, I was super happy. I can't lie. Also, yeah, I was streaming these games. That's why I'm doing replays on them, and they weren't live like on video. But yeah. So, anyways, this was perfect. I was pretty happy with this in this situation. I wasn't like too happy because I knew it was going to be a very long game of me trying to do something and just try and like get through, or, you know, play perfect defense. It was either I go for an offensive expo and try and actually cheese a lock, or I just, you know, kind of sit here and try and defend for the whole game. So I decided on the second one. I went for the Ice Whiz the back. He does go for the Knight right here, and then P.E.K.K.A's, I believe, at the river. So I was just kind of chilling. I know I said I wasn't going offensive expo. You'll see what I mean later in this game. The only reason I was doing this in general is because I already had a perfect cycle, and I was pretty much just going in the whole time and forcing it out. Like, forcing him to not just be able to pressure me the entire game, if that makes sense. That was the goal with these expos. I wasn't really expecting to get locks. I mean, if I get a small lock, it's nice, but usually you don't really expect to get them in these type of games. But I just went for, I believe, a defensive expo here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I did go for the defensive expo right there. He P.E.K.Ka'd the river, and then I was like, oh boy, here we go. So immediately after that, he drops down a Ram Rider on the opposite lane, which was fine. I could just go Skellies behind to kite that P.E.K.K.A log. These logs on the Ram Riders, you guys got to be very notable with these because they are super important. This was also a huge play in the game. I could grab the King Tower activation, get that on for the rest of the match, and I felt so good after that. I was like, okay, I'm winning this. I felt my confidence went from like a 50-50 to like a 90-10. I'm not even trolling. When you get the King Tower in this matchup, it's like, dude, you can actually defend the Ram Riders and pull everything towards the middle most of the game. So I was playing my expos in this spot, the anti-poison spot, because he has arrows, and arrows is like a massive radius. So I was like, you know what, I don't want to have any chances of the arrows hitting my tower as well as the expo. So I just did that a couple times. Go for the Skellies behind on top of the Mega Minion right there, just a tank, and then I believe he does arrows all this in a few seconds. I can't remember exactly what he does here. I think he just plays all the spells, like vomits them at the river, if I'm not mistaken. So I went for the log on this Ram Rider. Another perfect timing. He wasted his zap as well right there, which was super good for me. And then just like that, since he wasted both the spells, I had another Ice Whiz on the map just like that. So the key to this matchup, I was basically just trying to keep my Teslas and Ice Wizards alive as long as possible, and get as much value as them as out of them as I could. Also get a few chip shots on the tower with my log, tornado, maybe an Ice Wiz hit or two. We're not really expecting much, right? We're just trying to keep this game close so I can rocket to finish off the game. That was the goal the whole time. So with 1 minute left, I was like, you know what? I'm going to trust my defense. I'm going to trust my perfect defending capabilities that I believe in myself to have sometimes. So I dropped the defensive. We set up for a defense here. Ice Wiz on the left. I know he's going to Evo Zap arrows my Ice Wiz because he has Evo Zap and Cycle. It's a very obvious play. I went for a second Tesla right here, Knight to tank for everything, then Skellies and Ice Wiz to just help DPS. I actually misclicked that Tornado right there. I meant to play Skeletons, not Tornado. That almost cost me a Ram Rider charge right there, which would have obviously lost me the game. But I go for the first rocket. We defended very well. He can't really pack at the river with only 20 seconds left, so I knew that. I had a feeling he's going to cycle his spells, so I just had to make sure the Ram Rider does not connect on my tower, and we should have this game basically wrapped up. So I knew with only 12 seconds, if I go for my Tesla up high, then rocket his tower, there's not enough time for him to do another Ram Rider, and I was absolutely chilling. There's the Evo Zap to try and clutch up the game for him, but it wasn't nearly enough. We still won by about like 400 HP or something here, like 383? That's definitely wrong. My math's so bad. 377, I was close, but yeah, this was a very solid game throughout. This game right here was a beautiful one, to say the least. So I immediately knew his deck. I'd faced him before a couple of days, or maybe a couple hours before this. I can't remember exactly, but he was playing Giant Graveyard. I was like, dude, no way I'm facing Giant Graveyard. I haven't faced Giant Graveyard in forever. There is just none in the meta, and it's been a terrible deck for a few seasons, and I am down to keep it that way. I think we all are. But yeah, I knew it, and I was like, okay, so he has Demolisher, he's got Archer Queen. I knew his entire deck already before the game started, which was definitely an advantage. He obviously knows mine. Everybody knows what I'm playing, right? So it ain't rocket science when they do match me. But he goes for the Giant the back right there. Since I had XBow out of cycle now, I was like, okay, so realistically, there's two ways this could go. He's going to drop his entire bar and go all in, or he's just going to kind of let this Giant die out, feel out what's going to happen. And I was ready for both options. So he does go for the Graveyard, I believe, on this push. And then I Tesla'd that right away, and then bang, look at his elixir bar. He hit 5. You already know what's coming down. Giant Graveyard the bridge, basically first push of the game. Which was not very exciting. This was so annoying because my Ice Wiz did absolutely nothing right there. You guys saw it hesitate twice and then die without even shooting, which was absolutely, I'll be honest, I was raging at that Ice Wiz on stream. I was like, dude, what is wrong with you? But basically, that happened, and I was like, you know what? It's fine, bro. It's fine. We're down about 500. It could be worse. That was stupid. I got unlucky. It's not going to happen again. So I cycled my Knight to back like this. He goes Archer Queen, I believe, in the back, and I just pretty much... This was a tough matchup because I had to figure out ways to actually pressure him without, you know, giving his Giants just an infinite amount of value. So I logged right there. Perfect log timing, actually, to push that Queen back, and then the Knight died out. That's why I have Evo Knight, though. Look at the value that Evo Knight got for me instead of, like, as compared compare that to like a regular Knight, and you'll just see such a huge difference. But I believe he demolishes the back. I can't remember. Yeah, he does. And then it's kind of just a game of cat and mouse. Like, I decided this was my play, right? So I was going to start setting up Teslas a one tile over on the river. If you did not know, this tile, you can pull the Giant and push it over there, and then the Graveyard will not get targeted, or the Giant won't get targeted by your tower, and your tower will target the Graveyard if they go in. So that was the whole point of these type of Teslas that I play at the river. You're going to see quite a few of them throughout this game. I actually go for another one here, I believe, in a few seconds. Yeah, I think I did right about now. And then I think he Giants the river or something weird. I can't remember. He does something weird here soon. I go for the log like that. He just kind of spell cycling me out, but you guys know my spells are going to catch up on damage pretty much against most decks in this game. So the longer we were kind of chilling and not being aggressive, the better it was for me. Just kind of getting late into the game. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go XBow here, try and force out his Giant, which I did successfully do, and I was like, yes, okay, good. He goes for the bats, perfect Ice Wiz timing right there. I knew he was going to bats, that's why I did the Ice Wiz, obviously, to also help out with that Giant. So log to kill the Queen, he didn't even get the ability off, which was actually a huge mistake in my opinion. And then look at the elixir bar right now, and bang, look at the elixir bar. We have a 3 elixir advantage. He doesn't even have Giant cycle. He has it now, so he does get it down just in time. But I know with these Teslas at the river kind of killing everything that I was in control in this situation, so I wanted to keep keep the pressure on the entire rest of this game, at least for as long as I could. Just be aggressive with my xbows. Something I didn't really expect huge damage from, but once again, it's more about the idea of forcing out their card than actually getting the xbow damage on his tower. So as long as I'm making him defend my xbows, he's not graveyarding my tower. That's basically what's happening here. So I'm gonna go Ice Wiz like that, and then I went for the Knight on top of the Giants. Just wanted to DPS things down as quick as possible. Logged as well here, I believe, last second to force out another set of arrows, which was good for me. And then there's the arrows that came down. I was floating at this point. There's 1 minute left. I was like, okay, triple. I'm going to force one more expo, and I actually misclicked the expo, which was a huge mistake, bro. I was so mad at myself, dude, because I just don't misclick expos like that hardly ever. It's very rare, but of course it happens on the most important time when I need to get #1 in the world, or I'm right at the game to get #1. I misclicked my expo, so it was basically a wasted offensive expo, and I put myself in a spot where I was like, well, shoots. So I could easily lose from this situation. Anyways, that was a perfectly defended Archer Queen right here. The Tesla Ice Wiz log combo, just beautiful. There's no other way to put it. I predicted his Giant the River right there as well, and I knew there's only 30 seconds left. It's time to play my best defense in my life or lose the game. There's no second way about it. So we actually catch every skeleton in that graveyard, leave myself with just enough time, 21 seconds, to get the 2 rockets on his tower, and then I believe I predicted I blocked his Giant at the river with this Tesla, and then I knew, bang, the Evo Tesla's going to pop up one more time for this graveyard, which was actually very clutch. You're going to see that in a second here, how clutch this Evo Tesla was. I rocketed his tower with just 6 seconds to go, went for a late log, and then bang, just like that. I tried to go skellies, the arrows still did catch them, but it didn't matter. We won the game and got to #1 in the world. Great ending as well. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video and the gameplay as well. Even though I was mad at myself for it being a bit sloppy, I'll make it better for y'all next time. Anyways, peace out. Love y'all. Enjoy the butch clip.